Hello friends, I'm Nishik and in this video I'll teach you how to make a service finder marketplace website like UrbanCompany and IndiaMart.com using WordPress. Service provider marketplace is basically a website wherein businesses and service providers from different categories can register and create their profiles. Customers can see these registered profiles and book their services online. They can also leave a feedback on the services submitted on the website. For example, a customer can go to a cleaner or electrician's profile and book their services. Similarly, customers can go to a dentist profile and book an appointment. Now here there can be two options. In the first option, the service provider can visit the person or the customer who is getting the service. So this is the business model of UrbanCompany, that the service provider, for example, if it is a carpenter, plumber, they will visit the person wherein their job is required. They will visit that place. In another scenario, the customer or the person who needs this service will visit the service provider. So for example, dentist could be a good example for this. You can book your services and visit the dentist. So we'll see how to have both these options. And these service provider profiles are full of useful and important features like profile management, time slot management for booking, unavailability settings, staff management, booking management, invoice generation and payment system, service areas and services, featured providers, etc. So basically what is happening over here is there is a service provider and a person who needs some service, and we are connecting both these people through this website. And a great thing about this website is that here everything happens on the front end. The service provider doesn't have to go to the back end to access the dashboard. Instead, we'll see how to create a dashboard both for service providers and customers on the front end itself. Now there are many more features like wallet system, commission for service providers, offers and promotions, quotations, etc. But we'll see these things later on in this video. First, let me show you a very quick demo of the website that we'll be creating in this video if you follow my step-by-step tutorial. First of all, this is the website. You can see this is the home page. At top, you can see this is your header. At the left hand side, you can enter your logo. You can replace this with your own logo. Then we have our menu. And at the right hand side, we have all these options. We have the dashboard option. So if you hover over this option, my account option, you have all these options. If you click on dashboard, you will see your front end dashboard. Here you can see all these statistics. You can see recent activities, how many listings you have uploaded or you have published, how many total reviews, how many bookings you have. You can see all those things. So if you click on bookings, you can see the calendar view. So on which dates you have bookings at which place. So you can see all those settings from here. We have the wallet system. Now because I'm logged in as a service provider, whenever I get any services, whenever I do any services for any customers, I will get some amount, and the website owner, the website owner will deduct some commission. So in this case, 10%. So that 10% commission will be deducted and rest 90% will be deposited to this service provider's account. And this service provider, once they have some money, they can ask for payment. They can ask for payout. They can enter their PayPal details or bank account details. And after that, payout can be done to that, and I'll show you how to do all these payouts. And again, if you want to add a new listing, new service from the front end, you can simply click on this button, add listing. Now if you want, you can make this option free, which means that for anybody to add or to publish a new listing, it could be free, or if you want, you can also charge some money for that. So if you want to select free, you can select this, click on submit settings. Now you can add different types of listings. So here we'll be focusing mainly on services because this is a service provider website, but you can also upload events, classified ads, or if you want, you can also upload rent options. But again, as I said, we'll be focusing mainly on service. So we'll select service. Now here you can add all these service related details, and after that you can click on, you can add all the timings, pricings, everything, and after that click on preview and this service will be added. All right, so this is your front end dashboard. This is how it works. Now, if you see, we have a few more options, but I'll show you those options later on. Now in the home page, first we have this header, we have this hero section, we have a big title, subtitle, and we have a search bar. So if you want to search for any services in your location, for what category, and you can also select rating, and after that you can also select price filter. If you have a certain budget, you can select that budget, and after that you can search services based on that filtration. Then after that, you can see if you want to see categories. For example, if you're looking for a plumber, electrician, cleaning, carpentry, car wash, you can select this thing and you will see all these options or all these different service providers who offer these services. Then if you scroll down, you can see these featured listings. You can take you as, when I say you, I mean the website owner, you who will be owning the website, the admin of the website. So you can take extra money from these service providers, and you can feature their listings on your homepage under this featured listing. Okay. So for example, if you open this barbers option, if you open this hairdresser or this barbers option, you can see this is how this service provider website will look like. You will have their logo. Then we have the name of this service provider. We have the location. Then we have the rating. And after that, you can see some images. Okay. They can upload some images like this. Then we have some details about this service provider. Now, if you want to hide these mobile numbers and all these things, obviously you can do that, because we don't want person to directly contact the service provider. We want them to go through our website. But I've just left it over here just to show you that if you want to display these details, you can do that thing as well. Then what all features are available, you can see, you can create these kind of features. For example, if a person is visiting this salon, then you can add these features like this salon has air conditioning, free parking, instant booking, pet friendly, all these things. You can also display the menu. Okay, so basic haircut, $20, senior cuts, or whatever, you can create your own menus over here. You can also display the location. Now again, I'm saying if you want to hide these things, if you want to hide location, and if you want to hide phone number and all, obviously you can do that. Now if a person wants to book this service, they can simply select the date, and they can see on which all dates this services is available, and on some dates it is not available. So maybe if this customer wants to book service for Monday, they can select that day. They can then select the time slot, and they can see how many slots are available under that time. So maybe I'm selecting 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Then after that, I can also select what option I want. So whether I want this thing for haircut or for whatever option, I can select this. And after that, you'll see the total amount. Then this customer will click on request booking, and after that they can see all these things. But once the customer clicks on request booking, they will be now redirected to this page. Here they can enter their details, and in the next page they can make the payment. Okay, so this is how the customer can book this service. Now again, I'm saying there could be two options. In the first option, like it happens in UrbanCompany, you can book a service for any barber or carpenter or any other person, and that service provider will visit the customer. Okay, in the customer will give their address over here, and this service provider will visit that customer. This is one option. Another option is that you have booked the services and you have booked the time slot and all. Now you have to visit this person, you have to visit this salon or whatever the workplace is. You have to visit there, and you have to visit at this time, and you can make the payment, okay, in advance. So both the options are available. You can use this website however you want it. Okay, whether you want to use the first option or if you want to use the second option. All right, now let's again come back to the home page. So this was the single service page, and this is how you can book this service. Then if you scroll down, you can see we have this option, how it works. So basically we show how this thing works. You create an account, you add a listing, and you get exposure. This is for businesses. So if you're also a service provider, you can add your listing over here and you can get more exposure. And after that, we have this call to action button to become a service provider. Now, if you want, you can also do one thing. First of all, you can see this is your footer at the bottom. So you can change these footer details. You can enter your details and all. Okay. Now, as I was saying, you can do few things. For example, if you want to run this company as your own company, you can do one thing. You can hire different service providers, and you can disable the ad listing. So other people cannot add their listings under service provider. But if you want to use this as a marketplace, wherein if you want to connect the service provider with the customer, then you can have the ad listing so that other customers or other service providers can also come to your website. They can list their services, and after that, when any customer gets this services, you will get your commission. You can set 5%, 10%, 20% commission. You will get that commission. Now there are many more options. We have the search page. For example, if you search for any services, you will be redirected to the search page. You can see where this location is. Okay, for example, you can show these locations on the map, and you can also see these kind of options at the left hand side. Then we have already seen the first option, but if you want to display some other options as well, for example, event, you can see this is an event option. You can do that thing as well. And again, there are many different options, but I don't want to waste a lot of time in the introduction. I hope now you have a better idea about the website that you will be creating. Now, if you like this demo website and if you want to create this website, make sure to watch the complete tutorial. And before you proceed further, make sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any future notifications. And if you like this video, give a thumbs up to this video, share with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, whatever social media platform you use. And throughout the video, if you have any doubts, any comments, any suggestions for me, you can always leave them in the comments section below. And now let's start creating this website. Now to create any kind of website, whether it's an e-commerce website, a simple blog, business website, a service provider website, any kind of website, we need two basic things: a domain name and a hosting account. A domain name is simply the name or the URL of your website. For example, youtube.com, google.com, nayarshik.com, amazon.com. These are different domain names. So we'll also have to register a domain name on the internet, so that whenever someone wants to visit your website, they can simply type in this domain name in the browser URL bar and they can land on your website. Now, second and the most important thing is your website's hosting. Hosting is basically a server or a computer wherein your entire website is saved. So if you see this website from top to bottom, all the different listings, all the different pages, database, this entire website is saved in a server, and that server is running 24/7. So that whenever someone wants to visit your website from any particular country or at any given time, they can always visit your website because your server is always up and running. Now, hosting is the most important thing about your website, because everything related to your website is directly or indirectly dependent on your hosting. So your website speed, your website's performance, the user experience on your website, your website security, and even your website's ranking in Google search results is totally dependent on your hosting. So if you've selected a good and reliable hosting, your website speed and performance will be amazing. Your user experience on your website will be very good, will be very positive. Your website will have great security. So for anybody to attack or hack your website, it will be almost impossible. And most importantly, you will have good ratings and reviews on different search results. Now, there are literally thousands of different hosting providers available in the market, but unfortunately, only a handful of them are really good enough to consider. But you don't have to worry about that. You can simply do one thing: open a new tab and type in blogdude.com/hostinger. In fact, you don't even have to type in this thing. This link is also given to you in the video description below. So you can simply click on that link and you should now be redirected to this page. Now, this is the hosting that we'll be using. This is the best WordPress hosting, and this is the most affordable hosting also available. So you can see with this hosting, you first of all get a free domain name, and the pricing starts at just $3 per month. So this is very affordable. Now, if you scroll down, you can see they have great reviews and rating on Trustpilot. Then if you scroll down further, you'll see they have three different plans. Okay, premium, business, and cloud startup. Now, I recommend business plan, so you can simply select this thing, click on add to cart and proceed further. But if you want to learn about this plan a little bit, or if you want to learn what this hosting is and what all features you're getting over here, just let me very quickly tell you this thing. So for example, let's suppose we are selecting business plan. So with business plan, you can create up to 100 websites. So what does this mean? So today we are creating this business listing or service provider website. Tomorrow, if you want to create another website, maybe an e-commerce website or a blog, you don't have to purchase a new hosting account. You can host up to 100 websites in one single business hosting account. Okay, so once you purchase this hosting account, once you purchase this hosting package, business package, you can create or you can host up to 100 websites in one single package. Then after that, we get increased performance, in that to up to 5 times better performance as compared to the basic premium plan, because the basic premium plan is using the SSD storage, whereas this plan, the business plan, is using NVMe storage, which is approximately 5 to 6 times faster as compared to SSD storage, and you are getting 200 GBs of storage. Now, basically, you don't need even 1 GB of storage for this kind of website, but here you're getting 200 GBs of storage. So this is more than enough. You also get daily backups. Your website will also automatically be backed up every single day. So even if something, if you by mistakenly delete or do something on your website, you have the backup. You can easily restore your website. We get free business email account. So when you're creating a business website like this, you don't want to use a regular email account like nayar@gmail.com. Instead, you want to use an email account with your business name or with your website's name. For example, if my website's name is blogdude.com, so I can create an email like nayar@blogdude.com. Okay, so you can create unlimited business email accounts. You also get unlimited free SSL certificate. This thing over here, when you click on this thing, it says connection is secured. This is your SSL certificate. This is important because with this, this is really important. In fact, this is compulsory nowadays. You cannot create a website without SSL certificate. And here we are getting unlimited free SSL certificates for how many websites you want. Then we get unlimited bandwidth, free domain name. As I said, you don't have to purchase a domain name, you get a free domain name. And because we are using managed WordPress hosting, because we'll be using WordPress to create our website, we are using managed hosting account, okay? And because of this, you're getting so many WordPress related features like WordPress multi-site, WP CLI, staging option, which is very important. WordPress vulnerability scanner, it will scan your website for any malwares or viruses, and it will fix your website automatically. And most importantly, you can see WordPress acceleration Lightspeed server. So this improves your website speed and performance because of server-based caching, okay? Then for security and support also, you have a lot of features over here. So again, I would recommend you to simply select this add to cart button. Now you will be redirected to this page. Here you have to select what plan or for how long you want to purchase this plan. So we have selected business web hosting. Now whether you want to purchase for 12 months, which is for 1 year, 2 year or 4 years. Now if you select this thing, the higher period you select, obviously the greater discount you'll get. So the regular price is $14 per month, but if you purchase it for 1 year, you'll have to pay just $5 per month. If you purchase for 4 years, you'll have to pay just $4 per month. And even more important is the renewal price. So after 4 years, when this plan expires, you will not renew at the regular $14 per month. Rather, your plan will be renewed at just $9 per month. So even the renewal price is heavily discounted. So I recommend you, in fact, I would highly recommend you to at least select 2 years or 4 years to get the best option or to get the best discount and to save the most money. Now in the next step, you'll have to enter your email and password. Now make sure to remember this email and password because this will be your login ID. So whenever you want to log into your Hostinger account, this is the email and password that you'll have to enter. So make sure you remember this thing. Then after that, when you scroll down, you'll see we have several payment options. You can see your total for 1 year, it is just $70. In fact, if you enter my coupon code, you will get additional 10% discount. If you select 2 years, here you can see just $127. And if you enter my coupon code, click on have a coupon code, click on this thing and enter NAYYAR, NAYYAR, click on apply. Now you'll get additional 10% discount. And now you can see you just have to pay $114 for 2 complete years of hosting, and that too with free domain name for the first year. So this is really great, very affordable hosting. That's why I'm saying make sure to at least purchase for 2 or 4 years so that you get the best discount. Now to make the payment, you can make payment through credit, debit or your ATM card. You can make payment through PayPal, Google Pay, Alipay, CoinGate. If you're watching this video from India, you will get even more payment options like net banking, UPI and so on. Similarly, if you're watching this video from some other country, you will have payment gateways, payment options based on your country. Now once you do all these things, once you select this thing, finally click on this submit secure payment button. Now you'll see this page. In fact, you'll see this pop-up. And once your payment is successful, you will see this thing. It will say this, your payment is successful. Here as you can see, and you will now be automatically redirected to a new page. Now this is the page that you'll see. This is basically a hello page or a welcome page. Once you create your account for the first time on Hostinger, they will welcome you. You don't have to do anything. Just click on the start now button. Now in the next step, they will ask you a few things. This is just a simple survey. So first of all, they're asking who you're creating your website for yourself, for a client, for a company you work for, or for somebody else. I'm selecting myself. Then after that, it will ask you what kind of website you're creating, business, blog, portfolio, online store, or some other type of website. I'm just selecting business website. Then after that, it will ask you a few more questions. So as I said earlier, this is just a simple survey. If you want to fill in this survey, that's good. But if you want, you can skip this thing as well. So there is this skip link at the bottom. You can click on this link and this thing will be skipped. Now in the next step, they will ask you what kind of platform you want to use or which platform you want to use. WordPress, WooCommerce, other, or if you want, you can even migrate your website. So if you already have a website that you have created using some other hosting, maybe if you're not really happy with the speed and performance of the hosting, or if you're not happy with the pricing of the hosting, you can migrate your website for free. You can select the fourth option, migrate my website, enter your details, and people at Hostinger will migrate your website for free. Now in this case, we want to select WordPress. So select this first option. Under WordPress, you'll say the select button, just click on that button. Now you'll have to enter email and password. You'll have to set some email address and password for your WordPress account. This is for your WordPress dashboard. This is for your website's backend. Whenever you want to log into your website's backend, this is the email and password that you have to enter. So again, make sure you remember this email and password as well. Once you enter this thing, click on continue. Now in the next step, they will recommend you few templates, few themes. We don't need these themes because we are creating a very different type of website. So again, I'll just skip this thing. So again, at the bottom, you'll see this link, skip, I don't need a template. Click on this link. Now in this step, you'll have three options: claim a free domain, buy a domain, use an existing domain. Obviously, because we are getting a free domain, we want to claim our free domain. We don't want to purchase a domain. So to get your free domain, click on the first option under claim a free domain, click on this select button. Now whatever domain name you want to register, just type in that thing. For example, if I want to register nayershake.co.in, just for example, then I'll enter Nayershake over here. Then at the right hand side under this domain name extension, under this drop down, you can select whatever domain name extension you want. .com, .in, .co.in, .tech, .xyz, .net, whatever domain name extension you want, you can select from here. Now, as I said you earlier, I'll be selecting simple nayershake.co.in, and after that, I'll simply click on search. Now this will search whether this domain is available or not. If it is available, it will tell you that this domain name is available. You can now click on continue and proceed further. Now we have one more option over here, the third option, use an existing domain. So if you already have a domain name registered on some other website, maybe on GoDaddy, Namecheap, or any other website, and maybe if you want to use that domain name with Hostinger, then you can select the third option, use an existing domain. So for that, again, click on this select button under use an existing domain, and now type in that domain. So there is this domain name blogdude that I have registered on GoDaddy. Maybe I want to use that GoDaddy domain name with Hostinger. So I'll enter that domain, blogdude over here. And after that, again, I'll just simply click on continue. Now in the next step, it will tell you where your domain name is registered and what your current name servers are. Don't need to do anything for now. Just click on continue. And finally, in the last step, it will show you this thing. It will tell you what your server location is. Now your server location will be based on your current location. So because I'm from India, for me, India data center location is selected. If you want, you can change this thing and select some other data center location in Europe, in USA, or in some other location. I don't recommend that thing. I would recommend you to keep it as it is. And finally, once you do all this thing, click on this finish setup button. And now you can see this process has started for you. Basically what is happening right now is WordPress is getting installed on your new domain name. This is a very small process, hardly takes around 2 to 3 minutes. So let's wait. Right, so here as you can see, this process is now 100% completed. Once it is completed, you just need to do one thing. Click on this Hostinger logo that you see at top. Okay, this logo. Click on this thing. Once you click on that, you will now be redirected to this page. This is your control panel. This is your control panel for your Hostinger hosting account. And whenever you want to come to this page, your control panel page, you just need to type in this domain name, hpanel.hostinger.com. You will land on this page. Over here, you have to click on this thing. You have to click on websites. And here you will see your domain name. Now, the reason I'm seeing so many different domain names, subdomains over here, because I create these subdomains for different tutorials. So in this case, you will see your domain name, whatever domain name you have selected in your previous step. So I had selected blogdude. You will see your domain name over here. Now for this tutorial, I'll be using this subdomain listeo2.blogdude. So what you will do is whatever your domain name is, you will simply see your domain name, and besides that, you will see manage and admin panel. You can simply click on admin panel. You will automatically be logged into your dashboard. Or if you want, you can do one thing. You can click on manage, and over here you can click on WordPress overview. Now you'll see a few more options under this. So for example, if you want to see, you can see your SSL certificate is active. You can see your database name. This is your database name. What is the current PHP version you're using? 7.4. If you want, you can change this thing. Current WordPress version 6.3. If you want, you can update this thing. So you'll see all these things. So you can now from here also, you can click on admin panel and you will be redirected to your WordPress dashboard. Here, as you can see, this is the page that you will see. What I'll do is I'll click on this dashboard link at the left hand side, and this is your dashboard. Now this page, the dashboard page, is the most important page of your website, because whatever you want to do on your website, if you want to manage your website, change the design of the website, manage payments, do anything on your website, you will be doing everything from this page, your dashboard page. And whenever you want to log into this page, you simply have to type in your domain name, and after that put in /wp-admin. So if your domain name is blogdude.com or google.com, you simply type in google.com/wp-admin, you'll land on this page. Or another way of coming to your dashboard, logging into your dashboard, is simply by clicking on this admin panel button. Okay. Now, whenever we install WordPress on a new domain name, there are a few things that we have to understand, and there are a few settings that we have to do. First of all, we don't want these widgets on our dashboard, so I want to get rid of all these widgets. So for that, I'll click on screen options, untick everything from here. All right. And now at the left hand side, you have few options. For example, you have the post option. This option will be used to create different blog posts. Then we have the media option. Whatever media files you have on your website, whatever images, videos, media files you have on your website, you can see them from here and you can manage them from here. Then we have the pages option, which obviously will be used to create different pages like your listing page, your categories page, different pages like all this. There will be many different pages, booking page, bookmarks page, coupons page. We'll be creating those pages from here. Then we have the comments option. Whenever somebody leaves any comment or any review under any business, you can see those comments and reviews from here. You can manage them from here if you want. You can approve them, unapprove them, you can delete them, you can reply to these comments and reviews. Then another important option is your appearance option. Under appearance, you can see few themes will automatically be installed for you and one of those themes will be activated. So in this case, 2024 theme is activated. Now, if you open this website in a new tab, you will see this is how your website will look like. Now this design, this look, this appearance of your website is because of this theme, 2024. If you go ahead and activate some other theme, for example, let's activate this 2022 theme. Click on this activate button. Again, if I come back to this website and refresh it, you can see now your website looks completely different. So this is because of this theme. Okay, so this is basically what a theme does. A theme changes the style, the appearance, the look of your website. Okay, we just need one theme installed and activated. So all these extra themes, we can just delete them. Click on them, click on delete, click on delete, just like this, delete these themes. And we don't need this 2022 theme. We'll be using some other theme later on. In fact, in the next step, we'll be installing and activating some other theme. Now at the left hand side, you will see plugins. Next option is plugins. Click on that. And over here, you will see a few plugins installed and activated, Hostinger and Hostinger AI Assist. Now again, what is a plugin? Theme, we have just seen theme is the design of the website. What is a plugin? A plugin is kind of an add-on or a software that will add some extra features and functionalities to your WordPress website. For example, right now our website is just a simple blog. We need all these features related to service booking, payments, many different options. So for that, we'll be installing different plugins in the next step. And those plugins will add all these features and functionalities to our WordPress website. Now at the left hand side, click on settings and you will first of all see your general setting, your basic setting. Here under your site title, you can give your website some name. So I'll just name it Listeo, for example. And you can also describe your website. Now under site title, first of all, it could be your company's name, your brand name, your anything like that. Basically the title of the website. Under tagline, you can describe your website in few words. Then after that, make sure to tick mark membership. Make sure you enable membership. Click on this thing. Anyone can register, tick mark this thing so that customers can come to your website. They can create an account on your website. Now under time zone, I'll select Kolkata because I'm from India. If you're from some other place, you can select that time zone and click on save changes. Now under settings, click on permalinks and select this first option. Select this option, in fact, post name permalink structure. This is the most SEO friendly permalink structure. So make sure to select the post name permalink structure and click on save changes again. Now let's again come back to our dashboard. With this, we have completed all the basic settings related to our website. Now, before you proceed further, let me do a few more things. Let me first come back to this Edge panel. Now, I have already explained you earlier while we were purchasing the hosting that with this hosting, you can create up to 100 websites. So we have created multiple websites. Now today you have created this website. Tomorrow, maybe if you want to create another website, if you want to purchase another domain and use that domain on this website, how you'll do that? Or maybe if you have a domain name registered outside Hostinger on GoDaddy, on Namecheap or on Namebright or some other website. And if you want to use that domain name with Hostinger, how to link that thing, how to use that thing. Let's see both these things. So first of all, to create a new website, to add a new website on your hosting account, you click on this button, add website button, and from here you select WordPress. Now similarly, they will ask you to create a login detail for WordPress dashboard for this website's dashboard. So enter your login details, click on next. What type of website you want to create, you can select that thing, click on next. And whether you want to use pre-built templates or standard theme, we'll select standard theme. If you want, you can skip this thing as well. Just click on skip. We don't want these themes. Then after that, we don't want any recommended plugins. So again, click on skip, click on this link, again skip this link. Now we have to select the domain name. Now if you want to purchase a new domain name, you can just type in that domain name and it will say whether this domain name is available or not. If it is available, you can purchase this domain name from here. Or if you want to use some other domain name, for example, there is this domain name nayyarshake.com. Okay, I've registered this domain name on GoDaddy. Maybe I want to use this domain name with this option. So here, as you can see, once I type in nayyarshake, it tells me that nayyarshake.com is registered. I have to select this one. Or if you want to add or if you want to purchase a new domain, you can select any one of these domain names. I want to use this nayyarshake.com. Click on next. It says it is already purchased. I know, so I'll click on confirm. WordPress is now getting installed on this domain name. By the time it is getting installed, I'll have to go to GoDaddy or wherever you have registered that domain name, go to that website, log into your account. So I have registered this on GoDaddy. So I'll log into GoDaddy and here you can see, here it is nayyarshake.com. Besides every single domain name, you will see the DNS option. Click on that. DNS stands for domain name server. So we have to basically see the name servers of our domain. So here, as you can see, this is the name servers option. This is the current name server. I have to change this. So I'll click on change name servers, delete both these name servers from here. Now again, come back to this page. WordPress is installed on this domain, but domain status is not pointing to our name servers. We have to fix this thing. So to fix this thing, first you have to see the name servers. Let's see where we can see our name servers. Now you will see your name servers over here under the first option. It will tell what plan or what package or hosting package you're using. Under this, you'll see details. Click on that. And here it will tell you your name servers. Here, as you can see, the current name server was this. I've deleted this thing. Now I have to replace this with this name server, ns1.dnsparking.com. So I'll paste in this thing. Then I'll copy this second name server, paste it under second line and click on save. Now, once you click on save, it can take up to 24 to 48 hours to link your domain name with Hostinger. By that time, you can again come back to websites and do all the other things, okay, that I've explained you. You can now go to dashboard, do all the basic settings on your dashboard. Now let's do one thing. Let's install the theme. That theme will change the design of the website, and with that theme, you'll get all the required plugins to create this kind of website. So to get that theme, open a new tab and type in blogdude.com/Listeo. In fact, you don't even have to type in this thing. This link is also given to you in the video description below. So you can simply click on that link and you should now be redirected to this page. This is the theme that we'll be using, Listeo directory and listing with booking WordPress theme. You can see this is one of the best rated themes on this platform, 4.99 rating, 7,000, 8,000 plus sales. Okay, this is the theme that we want to use, and there is some sale going on right now. Okay, the regular price is $79, available for just $55 for limited period of time. So this is the theme that we have to use. This is a premium theme. You have to purchase this theme. This is not a free theme, but it comes with all these different features: booking features, classified statistics, booking calendar, monetization, split payment, all these features. And the great thing over here is that this is a one-time payment. You make payment of $55 or $79 once, and after that you can use this theme on your website for lifetime. And not only that, you will also keep on getting future updates. You can see over here, you will keep on getting future updates. So whenever new updates, new designs, new features are added on this theme, you will keep on getting those updates for lifetime. And with that, you also get 6 months of support. So from the date of purchasing till 6 months, you have support option. If you have any problem with theme installation or anything, you can just go to a comment. You can leave a comment, or you can go to support and raise a new ticket and they will help you out. So we have to purchase this theme. Click on add to cart and purchase the theme. Once you have purchased this theme, you can do one thing. You can click on this thing. At the top right corner, you will see your username. Hover over that and click on downloads. And over here, you will see all the different themes and plugins that we have purchased. So we want to use this one, Listeo directory and listing with booking. Click on download and select the second option, not the first option, second option, installable WordPress file only. Click on that thing and new zip file will start downloading for you. As you can see, this is the zip file. Once it is downloaded, you have to upload this zip file, or you have to upload this theme on your website. Let's see how that is done. So for that, come back to your dashboard, click on appearance at the left hand side, click on add new theme, upload theme, and now choose this file. Click on choose file and select that file. So click on that choose file and select this file. This is the file that we just downloaded. Click on open and now click on install now. Your theme is now getting installed. Once it is installed, you will see this page, and here it will ask you to activate the theme, which is this link. Click on this link, activate. Theme is now activated. Once it is activated, you will see the setup wizard. Click on let's go. Let's set up this theme. Click on let's go. First of all, you will have to register the theme. And how you'll do that, you will go to downloads. Click on this theme file. Now go to support. Now scroll down. Now once you scroll down, you will see your purchase codes. You have to copy this purchase code from here and come back to this website and paste in the purchase code. And after that, also enter your email address and click on activate license. Once you do this thing, your theme will be activated, and now you can complete this setup. Click on let's go. Now as you can see in this setup, you get all the plugins that is required to create this website. So all these plugins will automatically be installed for you. So click on continue, and all these plugins will be automatically installed for you. Now once all those plugins are activated, after that you will see this content option. Now if you tick mark everything, it will basically import the entire dummy website for you like this. It will import all these categories, everything for you. So if you want all this dummy content on your website, you can just select this thing, tick mark everything and click on content, continue. I don't want that thing, so what I'll do is I'll untick media, or maybe you can keep media, keep contact forms. We don't want post, don't want pages, because this will create so many unnecessary pages for you. Like here, as you can see, many different unnecessary pages, home page, home sample 1, home sample 7, all those things. But again, I'm saying if you want to keep these things, if you want these things to be automatically created for you, you can do that. Don't want listing, we want custom CSS, we want global styles, don't want my templates, don't want products, testimonials, navigations, but we do want widgets and settings. So basically I'm selecting media, contact forms, custom CSS, global styles, widgets and settings. So these 6 are tick mark over here. So this will import these options, and now click on continue. Now once it is done, you will see theme customization, click on continue. Then support, click on continue. We don't want multi-vendor thing. We don't need this plugin for multi-vendor. We have that the multi-vendor feature inbuilt with this thing. So here, as you can see, this plugin is not required for this Listeo booking facility. Now you can skip this step, and with this you're now done. This process is now 100% completed. This setup is now completed. You can return to your WordPress dashboard. Now again, if you see these kind of notices, you can dismiss them simply like this. Okay, just dismiss all these things. Click on screen options and untick everything from here. Now if you again come back to your website and refresh it, you'll see your website design will be changed a little bit. You can see we have these widgets because we have imported the widget. We have the header and all, we have the footer. We have to do some changes in header and footer, but a lot of things are already present for you. Now if you come back to your dashboard, click on pages. Few pages are created for you. These are all WooCommerce related pages, but we have to still create many pages for different options. For example, right now we have the ad listing, but if you click on this thing, nothing happens because we don't have a page for that. Similarly, we don't have a page for booking, confirmation, bookmarks, bookings, messages, many different features. So for that, what you will do is you'll come back to pages, and we have to now create those pages. Now to create those pages, you will need different shortcodes, and to get those shortcodes, I've given a link in the video description below. If you click on that link, you will be redirected to my website blogdude.com. And over here, whenever I create any video tutorial, I always create a blog post like this. Once you click on this link, you will be redirected to a similar blog post. And at the bottom, you will see download free images. You will see this blue download button. Once you click on this button, you will see a zip file. Okay, you will download a zip file. You have to unzip that file. Once you unzip that file, you will see all these options. You will see banner folder. Inside this thing, you will see all these images. These images will be automatically installed for you, but if not, you have these images. You will see all the logo images. I'll show you how you can download and create your own custom logos, by the way, but still for demo purposes, I've given you these logos. Similarly, you'll see your website logo and this shortcode page. Open the shortcode page, and this is how your shortcode page will look like. So here, as you can see, we have to create these pages, ad listing page, and this is the shortcode for ad listing. So let's see how to use this thing to create different pages. First of all, I'll copy the title, ad listing, come back to pages, click on add new page. And over here, I'll give it title, ad listing, just paste in this thing. Now, after that, you'll see it says dash template, which means dashboard template. So we have to change the template to dashboard, and after that I have to copy the shortcode. So first let me copy the shortcode, and now it's time to change the dashboard template. So to change the template, you will see at the right hand side you have template. Under this you have to select dashboard template. Okay, this is the one, dashboard page template. Select dashboard page under template, and after that enter the shortcode. So to enter that shortcode, copy the shortcode, come over here, click on this plus button and search for shortcode element. Okay, this is the one shortcode, and paste in this shortcode. Once you paste in this thing, after that click on publish, and this page will be published for you. Now let me tell you first of all why we selected this dashboard page under template. So if you click on add listing page, or if you click on add listing button, this is the style of the page. At the left hand side we have these options, we have this menu, then we have the content over here. So this is basically the style. Similarly, if you click on messages, this link, this is the style, same style. At the left hand side we have menu. So basically all the links that you see at the left hand side, dashboard, my bookings, messages, bookings, wallet, add listing, coupons, these all pages will have dashboard template. Okay, I hope you understand this thing. For example, we have add listing over here at the left hand side. So add listing has this dashboard template. Some pages don't have this dashboard template. For example, if you go to the contact page, if you click on contact, this is a regular page. We don't have any left hand side menu or anything like that. So this is your contact page. But these pages have this left hand side menu and it has a different style. So that is the reason why we selected dashboard template. So this was your first page. Now our second page is booking confirmation. So if I copy this thing, come back to dashboard, click on this view pages and click on add new page. Give it a title of booking confirmation. Copy the shortcode. This is the shortcode. Click on plus button, shortcode, paste in the thing. We don't have to change this thing. It is default. As you can see, we don't have to change the dashboard template. This is default. So leave it as it is. Click on publish. Now once it is done, again come back to your dashboard. So we have created two pages, add listing, booking confirmation. Now click on add new page again. Third page is bookings. Now again, if you see for bookings, at the left hand side here we have bookings, which means that this page will also need dashboard template. Again, I'm saying whatever pages or whatever links you see over here at the left hand side, messages, bookings, wallet, statistics, coupons, products, these all will have the dashboard template. So first of all, I'll add the title bookings. Now at the right hand side, change the template to dashboard template or dashboard page. Click on plus button, shortcode, and copy the shortcode for bookings, which is this. Now publish this page. So this page will also be created for you. Once it is created, again come back, click on add new to add a new page. Next page is bookmarks. So I'll copy title bookmarks, change the template to dashboard page, add the shortcode. Let's copy the shortcode for bookmarks. Bookmarks page also done. Now once you click on publish, first let it load. As you can see, once it is loaded, here it says bookmark page is now live. Then you come back to your pages. Click on this W icon, WordPress icon. Now click on add new page. Next is calendar view. Shortcode, click on add shortcode. This is the shortcode. And again, change the template to dashboard page. Publish this page. Once it is done publishing, once you see calendar view is now live, then click on this W icon, WordPress icon, come back, add new page. Next page is coupons. So I'll copy the coupons page, change the template to dashboard page, click on plus button, shortcode, and this is the shortcode for coupons. Again, publish it. Once it is published, come back again, click on add new to add a new page. Next is dashboard page. Okay, so I'll copy this thing, and obviously this template will be dashboard. This is the main page, this dashboard page. Okay, this page. Now under template, under shortcodes, I'll paste in the shortcode for dashboard. Publish this page again. Once published, I'll again come back to pages, add new page. Next is lost password. If some user loses their password, okay, they can click on this thing to recover their password or to recover their account. Lost password under shortcode. Let's see. This is the shortcode. Paste in or publish the page. Once published, again come back. Then we have messages. add new page. Under title messages, template will be dashboard and shortcode. Paste in the messages shortcode, publish it. Again come back, add new page. Next page is my bookings. Template again, dashboard, shortcode for my bookings. Publish this page. Again come back, same process, add new page. Then after that we have my listings. This is the title. Change to dashboard page template. Add your shortcode for my listings. Publish the page. Once published, again come back, add new page. Next is my profile. Change the template to dashboard page template. Add the shortcode, and this is the shortcode for my profile. Publish this page. Once published, again come back, add new page. Next is pricing tables. Okay, if you want to use pricing tables option, if not, you can leave it as it is. Again, this is default, don't need to change the thing, just add the shortcode, paste in the pricing table shortcode, publish it. Again come back, add new page, and next is reset password. Add shortcode for reset password and publish this page. So this page will help to reset password for your users. Add new page, reviews. These are all pages which are given over here: reviews, coupons, statistics. Okay, when somebody leaves any review on your listing, you will see those reviews over here: products, orders, all those things. So I'll give title of reviews, change the template to dashboard, and shortcode will be for reviews, which is over here. And finally, few more pages left, just 2-3 more pages left. So I'll again come back to dashboard, add new page. Next is statistics, copy, change the template, paste in the shortcode for this is the one, stats, and again publish it. Once published, come back and next page is, let's see, wallet, very important page. Again, we'll change the template to dashboard, add the shortcode for wallet. And finally, we have our last page after this. Let's come back, add new page. This is your all listings page, okay, wherein you will display all your listings in one place. Now this template is listing with map split. If you want this thing, if you don't want map under this search page, you can remove the map thing. You can just have listing. For example, in this page, I have listing at the right left hand side and map at the right hand side. If you don't want that, you can change the template to, if you don't want it with map, you can select this option. You can just paste in the shortcode, but just select the default template. Okay, click on plus button shortcode, and after that it will be done. But if you want map, then you have to change the template to this one, listing with map split. Okay, now publish this page. Now once you create all these pages, again if you come back, we have created this page, but we have to set these pages as our default pages. For example, if I again come back to this page, refresh it, if I click on add listing now, nothing happens. It says page not found. We have already created the page, but we still get this page not found error. So we have to set these pages now. We have to set add listing page as the official add listing page and so on. So to do this thing, you'll again come back to your dashboard, and under listing core, click on listing core at the left hand side, and over here you will see pages. Click on pages, and here you have to set these pages. So first of all, for dashboard page, select the dashboard page. Here it is. For messages page, select messages page. Here it is. Bookings page, select bookings. Calendar view, we have created the calendar view. Select calendar view. My bookings, select my bookings. User booking calendar view. Okay, we have not yet created this page. Looks like user booking calendar view. So let's create a page with this shortcode. We will do that later on. For now, let me set all the other pages. Booking confirmation. This is the one. My listing. Search for my and select my listing. or it is here it is my listings. Wallet page, just select wallet. Reviews page, we have created reviews page. Let's see, here it is, reviews. Bookmarks page, select bookmarks. Submit listing is add listing, so select add listing page. Statistics we have created. My profile also we have created. Let's see where it is. Here it is, my profile. Lost password we have created. Here it is, reset password also, not this one, reset password. Claim listing, leave it. Coupon, this is the one. Okay, and after that click on, okay, we have to activate license to click on save changes. We have already activated it, but sometimes it does not work, so again I'll have to do that thing. Go to theme forest, downloads, theme support, again scroll down, copy the purchase code, paste it over here, click on activate license. Hopefully this time it should work. Okay, done. Now I think we'll have to do it again. Pages, click on pages. Now I'll just fast forward this thing. You don't have to, because I've already shown you, so I'll just fast forward this thing. Alright, so fast forwarded, saved all the settings. Now what I'll do is, we have to create this page. One page was left, I guess, this one, user booking calendar view. So first I'll copy the shortcode, open pages in a new tab, click on add new page and add this shortcode. Okay, and under title I'll type in user bookings. Okay, and again change this thing to dashboard page template and publish it. Once done, again come back to this page, refresh this page, make sure to first click on save changes, and finally under user bookings you will see this option, user bookings, click on save settings. Now we have created all the pages and we have set all the pages over here. Now let's again come back to this page. Earlier we were getting this page not found 404 error. Now if I try again, first let me go back to the home page. Now if I try again, if I click on add listing, now as you can see this is now working, because we have set this page as our add listing page. Now over here, first of all, you get this error that no packages found. So what we have to do is we have to disable packages, because adding listing should be free, because you're charging some commission on every single sale or every single transaction. You're already charging commission. So adding or submitting listings should always be free, so that more people can come to your website. They can submit their listings for free. So to fix this thing, we'll have to go back to settings under this thing, Listeo core settings. And over here, you have to select this option, packages option, and add listing. You just need to disable this thing, paid listing. We need to disable this thing and click on save changes. Now again, if I come back to this page, click on add listing. Now as you can see, once you click on this add listing, now we don't get the packages option. We directly come over here. Now by default, we get 4 options: service, rent, event, classified. Now because we are focusing on service website, we don't want rent, event, classifieds. We don't want to clutter our website. We just want to focus on service provider or service finder website. So I want to disable these 3 options. So when you click on add listing, you're automatically redirected to service settings. Now if I click on rent, you get rent related settings. Now if I again click on add settings service, then you get service related settings. So I want to disable these 3, just want to have service. Now once you click on add listing, I want them to directly go to service options. Okay, or I want to have only one option basically. So for that, again come back to settings, theme settings or Listeo core settings, and you will see under submit listing, click on submit listing and disable these 3. Just make sure you have enabled service, rest disable everything, untick everything, untick rental, event and classifieds, and after that click on save settings. Again come back to this page and now again click on add listing. Now as you can see, once you click on add listing, now you're automatically redirected to this page wherein you can enter your details. So we can enter our basic details, location, gallery, details, and after that opening hour, pricing, booking. Okay, if you want to enable booking, you can select this option as well. We have settings related to this over here. So if you want to disable booking, if you don't want booking, if you want to create a website like JustDial, then booking is not required, because in JustDial booking is disabled. But if you want to create a website like UrbanCompany, you can enable booking. Admin approval required for new listing. Yes, whenever a new listing is submitted by any user, it should be first approved by admin, which is you, the person who owns and operates the website, and only after that it will display on your website. Notify admin, yes, whenever new listing is added, you will be notified. All right, so this is the basic setting till now. Let's come over here. Let me do actually one thing. Let me open this website, or let me first see the registration option. Under theme settings, click on registration. Now under registration setting, just select this option, automatically log in after successfully registration. So once a person successfully registers, they will be automatically logged in. Then after that, let's see a few more settings. When a person registers, I want them to be redirected to the dashboard page. Okay, once a person owner redirects after login, once they log in, they should be redirected to the dashboard page again. Guest redirect after registration to page. Again, you can set dashboard for all these options. Okay, now click on save settings. Now let me do one thing. Let me open this website. Let's open this website in a new private window, in a new incognito window. I want to try to log in, or I want to try to register as some anonymous person. So I'll click on in new incognito window, new private window. I'll try to register now. If I click on sign in, I'll have to enter my details to sign in, or if I want, I can register. Now I can register as a guest or as an owner. So obviously I want to register as an owner because I want to submit my listing. So under username, I'll type in like John Doe. Email address, I'll type in some email over here and select some password. First name and last name, agree to privacy policy, click on register. Now because we have set automatically login, so once I click on register, I'll be registered, also logged in, because we have just set that setting over here. Okay, automatically login after successfully registration, and we'll be redirected to the dashboard page because we have set that thing as a setting. Now if I come back over here, click on register, you will see I'll be automatically registered and redirected. Okay, now if I click on this thing, I'll go to dashboard page. This is how the dashboard page for this user will look like. Now this is just a new user who has just created a website, who has just created an account on your website, on your service provider website. Now if this user, or if this person, or this service provider wants to add their service, or wants to submit or publish their service listing on your website, they can click on this add listing button. Now to do this thing, they will have to do few things. They will have to select a category. We have not yet created categories. They will have to select service category. They will have to enter all these features. We have not yet selected features. So categories, service categories, features, these are all things. If you go back to the demo website, if I go to the home page in the demo website, you can see under service categories, we have car wash, carpentry, all these things. Okay. Then similarly, for features, if you open any single option, we have different features that we have to create, like air conditioning, free parking, these kind of features. What feature that place has. Okay. All these kind of things. So for that, we'll again come back to the dashboard, and you will see these options under listings. Okay. Under listings, you see categories. So under categories, first of all, under listings categories, we want to add services. Okay, because we are focusing only on services. So under listing category, I'll select services, and after that I'll just click on, I'll tick mark this thing, service categories. No need to enter anything else for now. Just click on add new category. Okay, so this was the main category, services. Now under listings, we have service categories. Click on that. So different types of services, like I've already explained you multiple times, different types of services could be carpentry, cleaning, electrical, plumber, car wash, and so on. So let's add all these things. So let's add car wash. Under name, type in car wash, and after that you can do one thing. You can upload the cover image. For example, if I hover over car wash, you can see the image in the background. If I hover over carpentry, you can see the image, carpenter's image in the background. So you can do that thing. Now I've given you these images for dummy purposes, for demo purposes. If you open the media folder, under that, under the banner folder, you have all these images. Now, by the way, if you don't want to use these images, if you want some other image, you can go to some websites. There are many websites that provide free professional images. Like you can go to Unsplash, and if you want to search for carpenter, you can search for carpenter over here, and you can get these images that you can use on your website. These are all free images. You can just click on that, click on download free, and you can download these images for free. Similarly, you can go to pexels.com and let's search for plumber over here. Okay, now as you can see, you can get these kind of images. Okay, now there is one more website, free pick. You can use this one as well, PIK pick. Okay, free pick. Now if I again just search for carpenter or anything else, so here electrician or anything like that, you can get these images for free. All right, so you can use these websites for free images, free professional images. Once you have those images, you can set them under category cover, click on upload image, and let me upload some images from here. In fact, let me upload all these images at once. Now let's just select this car wash image from here and click on select. Once you do this thing, click on add new category. All right, so if I now edit it, let's see whether that was, yes, car, this thing was uploaded successfully. Next is carpentry. So I'll add the title over here, and we have this image in the background. So I'll do the same thing under category cover. I'll select this image, click on select, click on add new service category. And similarly for maybe let's also select barber or hairdresser, and some category image for that, cover image for that. Maybe I'll select this one, click on add new service categories. So similarly, you can add many more different services over here. Now, if you want to also add this icon, you can see this pink color icon at top. If you want to add these icons, you can, there are many different icons. First of all, if you select car wash, for example, there are some pre-made icons for you. Under category icon, you can select car icon. So you'll get these icons, but these are very basic icons. So if you want to use some much better icons like these ones, you can go to this website, svgrepo.com. So we want to use this SVG format. This is the best format for websites or for mobile apps. So we'll select this SVG thing. And if you want car wash, you can just search for car wash and you'll get so many icons, logos for that. Whatever one, for example, if you want to use this one or whatever, whichever you want, you can select that. Maybe if you want to use this one, just select this and click on download SVG vector. This will be downloaded. As you can see, car wash SVG repo, this is now downloaded. You can now, once you download this thing, you can now upload this over here under custom icon, SVG files only. Click on upload SVG file. Now go to your logos folder, and here as you can see, we have given you all these things. So I'll maybe add these two icons from here, just upload it. This is the car wash, select, click on update. Just make sure under SVG, under custom icon, we have the icon. Under category, we have the cover image. Now go back to categories. Let's select the carpenter and upload this icon for this. Click on update. All right, go back to categories, and now let's upload some icon for hairdresser or barber. And let me see. All right, so I don't have any icon, or maybe let me just upload some icon for this, or I can just download a new icon from here. All right, so whatever icon you want, maybe let's select this simple icon, click on download vector, and let's upload this over here. Click on select, update. And now you have all these things. Now we are adding this image and icon so that we can show that on our homepage. When we create our homepage, we can show this thing like this. Okay, it will automatically be converted into this pink icon. Don't worry. Right now our icon color is black, but it will automatically be converted into this pink and white icon. All right. So this is how you create this thing. Then after that, we have to do features. So click on features. And if you open a single option, for example, if you open burger house, you can see these kind of features: wireless, smoking allowed, vegan, all these features. So for that, again, same thing. For example, first, if your first feature is air conditioning, you'll just add the title, and you can go to this SVG repo and download an icon for that. I've already given you these icons, so you can upload it from here. Let me upload these icons from here. Just right, so I'll drag and drop it over here. This is the air conditioning icon. I'll select this. Let me just check again. Yeah, this is the one. Select this, click on add new feature. Then after that, next one, for example, if you want to use free parking, type in this thing and select this icon, click on add new feature. Then maybe we want instant book. Okay, icon for this. We want this icon, add new feature. Similarly, maybe wireless internet and icon for this, Wi-Fi icon, and so on and so forth. So you can now add many different features, whatever features you want, you can add those features over here. Now under regions, now if you're having this website, you might want to limit it in certain regions, maybe only in one state or few cities. If you want to do that, you can do that from here. For example, if I want to limit it in within 2-3 different cities, then I can do that thing. I'll type in Mumbai over here, and after that click on add new region, maybe Pune, which is a nearby city, and maybe Nashik. Okay, maybe I want to limit this in only 3 cities. So you can do it like this. Now once you create all these things, once you create categories, features, regions, all these things, now when this person comes, if they refresh the website, they can now choose the category, they can now choose the service category, keywords, features. Okay, so for example, let me select barber. Okay, category service does not have any additional filters. Right, let me see. Click on categories, select edit. Okay, under edit, tick mark all these features. Okay, so that you get the features option, and click on update. Now again, come back over here. Let's refresh again, try again. Select services categories, choose barber or whatever you want. And now you can also select features. All right, so this is how it works. Now let me do one thing from this incognito, from this private account, from this new account that we have just created from in a private window. Let me try to add a new listing. So what I'll do is I'll add, let me add maybe this George Barber Shop. Okay, maybe I want to add this listing. So I'll copy the title. Listing logo will be this logo. As you can see, this is the listing logo. So if you want to upload this logo, you can upload it from here and select logos. Under logos, or not under logos, it will be under banners. Whatever logo you want, you can select. This is the one. Click on open. But sometimes WebP images, this is a very different type of format. So this might not be allowed. So what I'll do is a different image for logo, just for logo purpose. Maybe I'll select this one. Click on open. Now category, let's try again. Click on open. Now category we have selected. Service category, I'm selecting barber. Keywords could be fashion. I'll add one keyword as fashion, then comma to separate or to add another keyword. I'll type in hairdresser. Okay. Now what all features are available, you can type in that thing. Now exact location, if you want to display the location of this user, you can type in the exact location. If you type in the address and just hit enter, you will get the location. For example, if I type in Mumbai, for example, or any location in Mumbai, and if you press enter, you will get that location. Now if you want, you can zoom in. Okay, and after that you can also change the location. Maybe I'm selecting Lower Parel, and I'll select region, Mumbai region. Friendly address, I'll type in Lower Parel, Mumbai. Then scroll down under gallery images, you can upload, all these images for barber. So maybe I'll upload these images under gallery images. All right, click on open. These images will be uploaded. Then under details, you can type in some detail about this business. Okay, paste in this detail. If there is any video related to this service, you can upload the URL. You can just paste in the URL or the link of the video. It will automatically be embedded into a video. Now, if you want to display phone number, website, email of this person, you can do that. If you don't want to display that on your website, you can just leave it as it is. Okay, but I just for the sake of tutorial, I'm showing you how this is done. Okay, website name, I'll just copy this website's name. Email, I'll just select some dummy email just to show you how this will look, and Facebook, Twitter, all these links. Now, if you want to display this thing, opening and closing hours, you can enable this, and you can display this thing maybe 10 a.m. to let's say maybe 8 p.m. Right? So you can do it like this. For all the other days, you can select 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. or whatever timing you have, you can select that timing from here. All right, very quickly I'll do that thing. Maybe Saturday will change the timing a little bit. Opens a little bit earlier, 9, and closes late at 10 p.m. Sunday, same thing, opens a little bit earlier and closes late at 10 p.m. Then after that, if you want to display pricing and booking services, you can enable this thing, so that if you want to display these kind of services, if you want to display basically a menu, okay, kind of menu for restaurants or any other thing, you can display these kind of menus. This is going to be your title. I'll copy the title, paste it under title, under description, just one line description like this. All right, price maybe $20. If you want to change the currency, later on we'll see how to change the currency. By default, dollar is the currency, US dollar is the currency, so we'll keep it at that. Now if you want to enable this thing under bookable, which means if you enable this thing, when person wants to book an appointment, they can select this feature from here. Under extra services, they can select this thing. So we do want this thing, so I'll enable it. Now whether this is a one-time fee, yes, this is a one-time fee. Then after that, I'll click on this image and I'll upload some image for this. Maybe I'll select, let's see what image we have selected over here. We have selected this image. So I'll come over here and select this image, upload this image. This is the one, click on open. Maybe add another item and I'll name it senior cuts. Just add some description, maybe $18, same thing. Maybe add another image over here. Let me just upload this image for this. And if you want to enable booking, yes, we do want to enable booking, so you can enable booking. And if you want to add different time slots, like when somebody wants to book, they can select between 10 a.m. to 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. we have 3 slots and so on and so forth. So if you want to enable this slots option, or if your user wants to enable this slots option, they can select this option. First of all, select the time. Maybe we have selected 10, so I'll select 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Click on add. How many slots? Maybe we have 3 slots each hour, or 2 slots, whatever you want. Monday. Then similarly click on 11 a.m. Delete everything. 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Click on add. We have maybe our 3 more slots and so on and so forth. You can keep on adding these options. Then let's say from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. we have 3 slots, and you can do this thing for all the other dates and all the other days. Now rest everything will be fine. Regular price will be 0, so that you don't want to charge anything extra. Weekend price, if you want, you can add like $2-3 extra. So weekend price, whenever someone wants to book for weekend, it will be charged the regular price. Matlab, if you go at top, the price for this one, boys cut or men's cut, is 20. But if somebody wants to book an appointment on weekend, they will have to pay $2 extra. So that is the option, okay, for weekend price. Reservation expires after 48 hours. If you want to enable instant booking, you can select this thing. And to book this thing requires online payment. Or if you want to enable, or if you want to accept bookings on cash payment as well, you can select online or cash payment. Or require only cash payment, you can select any of these options. I don't want to enable price per guest. And after that, rest everything looks good. Okay, you can see this thing. Now, if you are unavailable on certain days, for example, maybe if you're unavailable on 30th and 31st, you can mark these 2 as unavailable. And after that, click on preview. Now it will preview whatever details you have entered. It will preview a listing for all these details. And this is how it will look like. Once you see everything is looking good, you can submit this listing. Now, once you submit this listing, it will not automatically start displaying on the website. For example, if you go to listings, under listings, as you can see, it is under pending. If I click on pending, I have this listing under pending. Now, I was doing all this thing as a regular user, as a random person who visited your website and added or submitted this listing. Now you have to see this thing. You will get a notification whenever a new listing is added. You will get a notification through email that some new listing was added, and you will get this orange mark over here that one new listing is added. You can see this is pending. You can approve it from here, or what you can do is you can edit this thing. You can see what all details this person has added. And maybe if you want to do any changes, for example, if you want to remove this person's address from here, or if you want to remove some other details, you can do that from here. Okay, you can see all the details. Basically, you can see all the details this person has entered. If you want to do some changes in this, you can obviously do that. Featured image, anything. If you want to mark this listing as verified, you can just tick mark this thing that this is a verified listing. This person is a verified person. And after that, you can just publish it. By publishing this listing, you basically approve the listing. If you again come back to the dashboard, you can see this is now approved. Under action, nothing shows, which means that this is now an approved listing. If I again go back to this person's page, earlier it was under pending. Now if I refresh this page, now it is not under pending, it is now under active. And if I click on this thing, you can see this listing on the website. This is active. This is a verified listing. You can see all the details. If you scroll down, we have the gallery, we have the pricing, we have a location, everything. We have the opening, closing hour. If somebody wants to book this service, they can select any date. I'll select Monday, whatever slot, extra services. Guest option still shows. If you want to disable guest option, you can enable or disable this guest option by going on to this option, listing option. You can also do it single listing, but if you want to do it from here, you can do it single listing. Click on single listing and you can disable guest option, I think, from here. Let's see. You can also disable reviews on listing, but obviously we don't want to do that. You can also see you can hide real addresses on listings and list. So again, if you're creating UrbanCompany type of website, you don't want to show real addresses of the person. So we can disable that thing as well. And rest everything looks good, I think. If you want to disable this guest option, you can also do it from here, from the dashboard page. You can go to your listing and you can disable guest. Okay, go to all listing, active, edit this listing and go at the bottom. And over here under maximum number of guests, you can just type in 1. So it will automatically be disabled, or the number will be set to 1 if you want. Okay, so that is how it works. So this is how a new listing will be created. As you can see, we have now here, as you can see that guest option is now gone. Okay, this is how it works. Now, till now, what we have done is we have created a new account and we have added the listing. Now, let me go back to another account. This is another account in the black thing that you see in incognito window, and this is another account. Now, let me come to this account, and from here, let me try to book this listing. Okay, so I'll go to this listing page. Let me try to book this listing and let's see whether this works or not. And in fact, before that, because when we try to book the listing, we'll have to make the payment. So before doing this thing, first I'll have to enable payment gateways. So we'll have to integrate different payment gateways so that we can accept online payments from our customers. So let's first do that. And for that, again, come back to your dashboard. And over here, what we need to do is we need to select this option, WooCommerce option. Hover over WooCommerce and click on settings. We need to do the basic WooCommerce settings. WooCommerce is a plugin that will help you to accept online payments. Basically, it will convert your website into an online shop. So because we want to accept payments online, we have to set up this plugin. First of all, you'll have to enter your basic details, your business details, like what is your business address? It could be your office address, registered address, something like that. So I'll just enter some dummy address over here. Then after that, you have to enter your city name, your state and country name, and after that, your postal code. Then we want to sell to all countries because this is a service, or if you want to sell to specific countries, you can select that thing as well. If you want to enable taxes and calculations, you can do that thing as well. So if you want to charge some tax on top of this thing, you can do that thing as well. For example, let me show you how that works. So I'll just enable taxes and calculations. Now what currency you want to use? So by default it is US dollar. If you want to change this thing to maybe Indian rupee, you can select Indian rupee, or whatever currency you want, you can change it from here. Okay, and after that click on save changes. Now once you do this thing, you have to click on tax. And suppose first of all come to additional tax classes, this option. Two options are created, reduced rate and zero rate. Press enter, and now suppose there is 5% GST or 5% VAT applied on this kind of these kind of services, then you can add 5% rate, or if it is 10%, 12%, whatever the rate is, whatever the tax rate is, GST or VAT rate is, you can enter that option over here. So for example, it is GST 5%, so I'll just type in GST 5% over here and click on save changes. Now once you do that thing, you will get a new option with the same name, GST 5%. You can see this thing, click on that. Now click on insert row. In the first option, enter your country code. So for India, it is IN. You can just select your country from this list and you can select your country. Now leave the state, post and city option. Come to rate. Now because this is 5%, we'll just type in 5 under rates. And under tax name, we'll type in GST 5%. Or if it is VAT, we'll type in VAT 5%. Untick shipping and click on save changes. Now we don't want to do any shipping because we are not shipping any physical product. This is all service related. Now come to payments. Now here there are 3 options: automatically created, cash on delivery, or check payment, direct bank transfer. We don't want to use these options. We obviously want to use some online payment. So to enable online payments, we'll have to install a few new plugins. So at the left hand side, open plugins in a new tab. Now there are many different payment gateways based on different countries. First of all, click on add new plugin. For example, PayPal is a very common payment gateway used throughout the world. So if you want to use PayPal, you can use that. If you're from India, then there are many different payment gateways in India like Razorpay, CC Avenue, PayUmoney and few more. Similarly, if you're from USA or some European country or some advanced country, then there is Stripe, and there are other payment gateways as well. So there are many different payment gateways. You can just do a simple Google search, what payment gateway is available in your country, and you can install a plugin for that. I'll show you multiple payment gateways so that you know it can help most people. First of all, we'll search for PayPal plugin. Search for PayPal. And there will be many plugins for that. We want to use, or we want to install this one, PayPal plugins for payment plugins for PayPal WooCommerce. Install now. This is by payment plugins. So with this plugin, you can accept online PayPal payments through this plugin. So install this plugin first. Once it is installed, next plugin that I want to install is Stripe. Stripe will help you to accept direct credit and debit card payments on your website. So just search for Stripe. And here again, you will see many different plugins for this. We want to use this one, payment plugins for Stripe WooCommerce. This is also by payment plugins. So you can install this plugin. And again, as I said earlier, with this, you can accept Google Pay, Apple Pay, and after that, you can accept credit, debit card payments right on your website. Then after that, don't need to activate it now. We'll activate it later on. For India, I'll use Razorpay. So I'll search for Razorpay. And we'll use this one, Razorpay for WooCommerce. Click on install now. This is the best payment gateway for Indians. If you're from India, then you can use this payment gateway. With this, you can accept UPI payments, net banking, credit, debit card payments, and few more options. So this is the plugin that we want. Now, once you have installed all 3 payment gateway plugins, after that, you have to click on plugins at the left hand side. And now we need to activate all 3 plugins. So first click on plugins at the left hand side, and after that tick mark Razorpay, then tick mark these 2 payment options, and under bulk action select activate, click on apply. All 3 plugins will be activated for you, or all 3 payment gateways will be activated for you. Now to use them, you have to again come back to WooCommerce, click on payments. Now you'll see many more new options will be added for you. Let's first set up PayPal. So this is the one, PayPal gateway by payment plugins. First enable this thing. Once you do this thing, click on save changes. Once you enable it, click on save changes. Now click on payment gateway by payment plugins. And over here, click on API settings, the first tab. Once you click on this API settings tab, after that you need to first select production instead of sandbox. If sandbox is selected, we need to select production. And obviously before we do this thing, you must have a PayPal account to do this thing. If you don't have a PayPal account, go ahead and first create an account. Similarly for Stripe, if you don't have a Stripe account, you need to first go ahead and create a Stripe account. Similarly for Razorpay, PayUmoney, whatever payment gateway or payment plugin you want to use, first go ahead on that website, create an account, and then you can do these steps. So because I already have an account with PayPal, I can just click on this button, click to connect. It will show me this pop-up, and you just have to enter your PayPal account details. And after that, click on next, enter your password and click on login. Once you click on login, it will automatically connect your website with PayPal, and you can click on agree and connect. And now you can accept payment through this option. Once it is done, it will automatically fill in production key ID, client ID and secret key for you. As you can see, client ID, secret key, everything was automatically entered for you. Now click on save changes. Again, come back to payments. Next option is Stripe. So let's select Stripe. Here it is. Credit card Stripe by payment plugins. Same thing, you have to first click on this tab, API settings tab. And again, under mode, instead of test, we have to select live mode. First, click on save changes. And just like PayPal, we have to do the same thing over here. Click on this button, click to connect. This will open a new tab for you. And you have to log into your Stripe account. So enter your Stripe account details. And once you do this thing, click on login. Now, once you click on login, you can select this account, whatever your account is. And after that, click on connect. And once you do this thing, your website again will automatically be connected with Stripe, and you can now accept credit debit card payments right on your website. Now, as you can see, once it is done, you will automatically be redirected back to your website. And now Stripe account is connected. You can see, click on save changes. Then finally, let me show you how you can connect Razorpay account. So come back to payments, click on Razorpay. Now for this, you'll have to do it manually. All the plugins have the same option. You have to enter the key ID and key secret. With PayPal and Stripe, it was automatically done. You just click on button, login, and automatically filled in. With this, you have to do it manually, but it is pretty simple. First, you have to go to Razorpay account. So go to this website, dashboard.razorpay.com. And over here, enter your account details. Once you log in, you will see this option at the left-hand side, accounts and settings. Click on that. Now click on API keys, and here you will get your API ID and password. So copy your key ID, paste it under key ID, and copy your password, paste it under password, and click on save changes. Now with this, you can also accept net banking, UPI or Indian payments on your website. All right. Then after that, click on accounts and privacy. And over here, you need to tick mark this thing, allow customers to log into an existing account during checkout. Allow customers to create an account during checkout. Allow customers to create an account on the My Account page. And untick the bottom two. We don't want automatic username and password generated for our customers. We want our customers to set their own username and password. So we want to untick the bottom two. Then after that, click on save changes. Once you do this thing, click on advanced. And finally, make sure under cart page, cart is selected, under checkout page, checkout, and under My Account page, My Account is selected. Once you do this thing, click on save changes. And with this, we have completed the WooCommerce settings, and we have set up payment gateways. Now we can accept online payments. Now finally, let's do one thing. Let me show you a demo transaction. So in another account, with another account, we have created this option. We have created this service. Now I'll come to different account. This is different account, and I will try to book this service. Let's see whether we are able to do this thing or not. First, I'll refresh it. Maybe I want to book this service. I'll select the date, maybe for Monday, and what time slot. I'll select 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. or whatever time slot you want. You can select that. Then after that, for what service, I'm selecting men's / boys haircut. If you want, you can select some other service. And after that, click on book now. Now in the next step, you can enter your first name, last name. Now by default, we have only these options: first name, last name, email, and phone number. Because the default setting is that you go to the barber shop or the carpenter shop or whatever, or dentist appointment booking for dentist, you visit their shop or you visit their clinic or anything. But if you want other way around, you want something like UrbanCompany, where where this service provider will visit the customer, then in that case we also need the address option so that this service provider knows where this person lives and they can go to that address and provide the service. So first we need to enable the address option under this page. So for that, again, come back to your dashboard, click on Listeo core at the left hand side, basically theme settings, and over here search for select booking, add address field. Here, as you can see, you can now add your address field. If you can also make the phone field required, so phone number must be filled. You can also make email field required, and after that rest everything is fine. Now click on save settings. Let me again come back, refresh this page, click on continue, and now as you can see, more options are added. Let me actually first do one thing. Let's fix this menu. So many links are added in the menu. So let's first fix the menu. To create a new menu, you hover over appearance at the left hand side and click on menus. Now let's create our main menu, which is this menu at top, this simple menu, just few links. So under menu name, I'll type in main menu, or you can name it primary menu or home menu, anything you want, and tick mark main menu at the bottom, click on create menu. For now, I'll just add just one or two links over here. Maybe I'll add the homepage link, click on add to menu, click on save menu. All right. Come back over here, refresh it, click on continue. Now the menu is fixed. You can now see this page. Now let's try to book this service. Let's see whether we are able to do this thing or not. So first name, I'll type in here, last name Sheikh, email address is fine, some dummy phone number, address, I'll add some address over here. Okay, postal code, city or town, country name, you can select your country, you can select your state. If any message, you can type in that message, and after that click on confirm. Now you will get this option, thank you for booking. You can wait now, or you can click on pay now button to make the payment. So you can now click on this button. Let's do this thing. Click on pay now to make the payment. Only then the booking will be successfully confirmed. And now as you can see, you can make payment through PayPal. You can make payment through your credit debit card. You can make payment through Razorpay, which is UPI, net banking, all these options. Or if you have enabled cash on delivery also, then you can also make payment through cash. Okay. So if you select this option, click on whatever option you want, you can select that and click on pay for order. Now, once you do this thing, once you select this thing, your order or your appointment will be booked. You will get all the details. So here, as you can see, your order number and what payment method was used, everything will be shown to you. Now, if you come back to this website, to your dashboard, you can see this thing under orders. If you go under orders, you will see this thing under orders. Now, by default, it will automatically be set to completed, but it is processing because of cash on delivery. If you had selected some payment option, if you had made payment through PayPal or some other option, everything would have been completed. But because it is processing, you can change the status to completed. Okay, for order, because you have received, once you receive the amount, you can change the order status to completed. Now, actually, let me go back to that user's account, this service provider's account. This service provider has added this service and somebody has booked this service. So let's see where this person will see it. So they can go to dashboard first of all. Now they will go to bookings, and here they can see one approved booking. Okay, and they can see one guest at what date, what time. So 10 to 11. Okay, they can see all this thing. They can see more details like what is the address, phone number of the person, email address of the person. They can also see the calendar view. So if they have multiple bookings, they can see this kind of calendar view. Okay, just like Google calendars. Now, once this person completes this order, okay, once this order is completed, after that this transaction will be settled and this person will see this option under wallet. Now, right now I cannot see anything under wallet. Let me actually do one thing. Come back over here, click on, maybe before that, let me also show you one more thing. This was a simple order which we did using, cash on delivery. Most of the time you should be disabling cash on delivery and you should be accepting orders through online payment. So let's see that same thing, same process. You select any date. Maybe I'll select this 8th, select some time slot, maybe 11 to 12, select some service, same process, click on book now. But just the difference is we'll be making online payment, state name, and after that click on confirm. Next step, we have to click on pay now. And this time let me select some payment gateway, like let me select maybe Razorpay or whatever payment option you want. If you want to make payment through credit, debit card, PayPal, whatever payment option you want, you can select this option and click on pay for order. Now once you make the payment, once you successfully now once you make the payment, I cancel the payment at the last moment, but once you make the payment, you will see this order. Again, you can see new order, same name and all the details at what time and everything. You have to change this thing to completed. Once you have received the payment, then click on update. Now once you click on update, you can see this thing option. You can see this option over here. This again, this person who has added this service, they can see this thing under approved listing. One new appointment is approved. You can see all the details again, at what time, what guest, everything can be seen from here. Now if the person goes to wallet, they can see the amount. Now most of the times when the customer is making payment through cash, this option is not displayed over here. The cash amount is not displayed over here, but if the payment is made through credit, debit card, PayPal or any other online payment gateway, then this thing will show here. So as you can see, the order amount was $20. If you remember, if I go back to approved again, the order amount was $20, but 10% commission was deducted. Okay. And only $18 is the amount that this person will get, this service provider will get. Also remember one thing, this $20 or whatever the price is, whatever the amount is, this amount will first come to you. You mean the admin or the owner of the website. Now you will get this amount, and once this transaction is settled, you can deduct your $2, and as you can see, you can deduct your fee of $2, and then you can transfer $18 or whatever the amount is to this service provider. And how you'll transfer this money, this service provider can give you all the bank account details, like account name, okay, account number, all the details like this. And after that, you can do one thing. You can click on this person can click on save. And once they have see this thing, they can request for withdrawal. Once this transaction is completed, they can request for this withdrawal amount. And how you will withdraw or how you will send this $18 to this person, you can do that thing from here. If you see at the left hand side, you have commissions option. Click on that. Over here, you will see this order. You have to pay $18. Order number, everything. You can click on this username. Who is the user? And as you can see, this is the user. This is the listing of this user. Now once if you want to make the payout, you can click on make payout. Okay. And you will see this option. You will see all the details, like how much money you have to deduct. We have to deduct $2 and we have to send $18 to this user. So you can click on make payout. And in the next step, you will get all the bank account details of this customer or this person. Now you can send this $18 to this person. And after that, this transaction will be settled. All right. If you come back to commissions, now as you can see, no commissions left. If you click on payout history, you can see this under payout history because we have already made the payment. You can click on view details to see the details of this option. Okay. And this is how the transaction is settled. This is how we have seen the entire transaction, how a customer can come to your website. First of all, how a service provider will come to your website, create an account, then they will list their service, then how a customer will go to the website, book a service, make the payment, and how the transaction is done after that. Okay. How you can deduct your commission and send rest of the money to this person. Now by default, the default rate is 10% commission. If you want to change that thing, you can change it from here. Again, under Listeo core, you can change the commission. Here, as you can see, under general option, the commission rate is 10% by default. If you want to charge 20% commission, you can charge 21% commission. Now we have changed the currency under WooCommerce. If you remember, under WooCommerce we have changed the currency. So if you change this thing to Indian rupee or whatever currency, make sure to also change that same currency from here. Under listing settings, general, under currency, you can change the currency from here as well. So make sure both the options, both PayPal and this listing settings, have the same currency settings. All right. Now click on Save Settings. And with this, we have completed, we have seen all the technical part. Now only the designing part is left. Okay. We have seen everything related to technical part, settings and all. Now only designing the website is left. So let's see how we can now design the website, because right now, if you see your website, let's see how it looks. This is how it looks. Let's convert this website into something beautiful like this one. Let's start designing our homepage, and after that, we'll see all the other pages. For that, again, come back to your dashboard. Now at the left hand side, click on pages. And over here, let's see first, we don't have the home page. So let's create our home page. Click on add new page. And because this is going to be our home page, under title, we'll type in home. Now, once you do this thing, after that, you can select this option. First of all, let me just do one thing. Let me publish this page. If I publish this page and if I open this in a new tab, let it first get published. Now, if I open this page in a new tab, you can see this is how it looks. Everything is fine, but we don't want this header. We don't want page title, this breadcrumb and all. We want a plain, complete plain page. Okay, so what I'll do is top section, I'll hide this thing. Okay, you see this thing, page top section, will disable top section. Again, update the page. Again, if I come back to this page and refresh it, this section will be gone. You can see now we have a blank page. So this is what we want. Now we can start designing this thing. Now before that, we'll have to set this page as our official homepage. Because right now, if you see, if I click on this logo, Listeo logo, I'm redirected to some other page. And if I come back to this page, so this is basically just a page. We have named it home. You can see website name /home. So we have to set this page as our official homepage. And to do this thing, we'll come back to the dashboard. Under settings, we'll click on reading. And we'll select the second option, a static page. And under home page, we'll select home, click on save changes. Now this will be official home page. You can see in the URL bar, it says website name /home. But once I refresh this page, we'll still be on the same page, but /home is gone. Okay, as you can see, if I click on this Listeo thing, now I'm still on the same page. So this is now your official home page. Again, come back to pages. You can also see this thing besides home. Now it says front page. Now click on edit. We'll be using Elementor page builder to design this page. So to do this thing, click on this button, create with Elementor or edit with Elementor. Click on this edit with Elementor button. Now this is the Elementor page builder. At the left hand side, first click on continue. At the left hand side, we have few options. These are different elements that we'll be using to create the page. At the right hand side, we have the canvas. First of all, we want this section. Okay, we want this section. This is our hero section, search bar section. For this, you have to search for a widget called home search banner. So if you can scroll down and search for that, or you can click on this search widget, this option, and search for home search banner. This is the one, home search banner. Drag and drop this thing over here. This is how it will look like. Okay, we have a lot of things, but before that, what I'll do is, let's see one thing. We want, let me do one thing. First, let's set this background image. Okay, this image in the background. So we'll select this option, background type, and over here, click on classic. Under image, upload that image. So let's see, let's search for that image. Okay, so here, as you can see, this is the image. You can select this, click on select. Then after that, this is how it will look like. Now, very light. We want the background image a little bit darker like this one. So for that, you can do one thing. First of all, you can select image position. You can make it center. Image size, you can make it cover. And background overlay, you can select a gradient or color. And after that, you can select the gradient color or whatever color you want. Okay, maybe let me just select a simple solid color. And this is how it will look like. If you want to make it more darker, you can increase it like this. If you want to make it a little bit lighter, you can do it like this. So maybe we will set at this option. Okay. Then after that, what title and subtitle you want. So here the title says whatever the title is. If you want, you can select that title, and we want this in center. So text alignment, we can make it center. You can change the title, subtitle from here. Then what all options you want. So here we have these settings, price filtration and all. If you want minimum settings, you can select this option. Instead of home search form, you can select in search in header. Now you'll get limited settings. Okay, so we have this option as well. Now what we want to do is we want to make this thing full width. We don't want extra space left and right. We want this thing touching both the sides. Okay, so for that we want to click on edit section, but we are not able to do that because of this home page or because of this header. For example, if I add another section below, you can see at top of every section we have this option edit container, but we are not able to click on that edit container because it is hidden behind this header. So what we can do is we can click on this icon at bottom left, navigator icon, and over here you will see this container thing, and this home search banner is in this container. So click on container to go to container settings. Now as you can see at the left hand side, container. Under this option you can set, first of all, gap will be 0, so make gap 0, and content width will be full width. Okay, as you can see, content width full width, gap is 0, but still we have some spacing from all sides, a little bit, but still there is some spacing. Now to remove this spacing, you can go to advanced and padding, make it 0. Now as you can see, this is 100% what we wanted. Alright, this is how it will look like. So this is your first section. You can always click on update so that whatever changes you have made is saved. Then after that we have our second section, which is this categories section. For this, we'll again come back over here, add a new section, click on this plus button, select this first option, okay, direction down, and over here, first we want this title, popular categories. So for this, we'll again go back to elements. If you again want to go back to elements option, you can click on this 9 dots icon. If you follow my mouse cursor, click on this 9 dots icon, search for headline, and use this option, headline option, drag and drop it over here. Now under title, we have to type in popular categories. Okay, so type in that thing. Now below this thing, we want our categories. Okay, these categories, service categories. So for this, we'll again first of all go to elements. So click on 9 dots icon and search for taxonomy grid. Okay, this is the one, taxonomy grid. Drag and drop it below the title. Now it is displaying everything, features, categories, everything. We want to display only service categories. So select service categories, and now it will display these service categories. How many you want? Total 5 or 6. You can increase or decrease the number. And you can see this is the default style. We want a different style. So we'll select this option under style. We can make it alternate. Now you can see when you hover over this thing, you can see the image in the background. So if you want alternate or if you want default, whatever style you want, you can keep that thing. Then finally, at top and bottom, we can add some space. Like at top of this thing, we have some space. At bottom also, we have a little bit space. So what we'll do is we'll click on edit section, edit container, this 6 dots icon. Go to advanced, and under padding, we can type in top padding 50, bottom 30. All right. Again, click on update to save the changes. Then next section, we have featured listings. Okay. So again, we'll click on this plus button, direction down. First, we'll search for headline. So this is the one headline, drag and drop it over here. And this time it says featured listing under title. And we also have a subtitle this time, discover top rated local businesses. So you can type that thing under subtitle. Then below this thing, we want to display our listings. So for that, you can come over here and you can search for listing carousel. You'll see this option, listing carousel. Here it is. Okay, listing carousel. Drag and drop it over here. This is how it will look like. This is the default style. Again, if you want to change the style, you can change it from the settings option, but this is the default style. Now what I want to do is, how many you want to display listings to display 6, 7, whatever number you want, you can do that. Now click on settings. And if you want to display full width slider, you can select that. This is the compact style. If you want to change this thing to grid style, you can change this thing to grid style as well. And after that, let's see. And finally, I don't think we have anything else to do over here. We can simply again click on this edit section, edit container basically, and add some spacing at top. So go to advanced and padding top. Let's add 50 pixels. All right. Some padding at top. Also, I just noticed that the background color for this is a little bit different. Let me see the background color. Okay, it is FEFEFE for the top section, for this section, category section. So I'll click on edit container, go to style, and under background type, color, paste in the color code. We'll make it a little bit more darker. Fine. Then after that, we have our next section, which is this section, how it works section. Okay, so what we'll do is first of all, come back to this section again. Now what all you want to display, whether you want to display only services. Yes, we do want to display only services. And if you want to display from any, if you want to exclude or include any specific listings, you can do that thing as well. If you want to display only featured listings, you can show this thing only featured. Now, because this listing was not featured, it is not displaying. You can go back to your dashboard and you can click on listings. Now this is a regular listing. If you want to make it featured, as you can see under featured, it says nothing. You can set this listing as your featured listing. You can click on edit and you can tick mark this thing. As you can see at the right hand side bottom, featured. If you tick mark this thing, click on update, this will now be your featured listing. If I again click on update, right now nothing is showing because this was not your featured listing. But once you refresh this page, it will show this thing under featured listing because you have just set this listing as a featured option. Scroll down and now you can see this thing. Then below this thing, we have how it works section. And this is in 2 columns. You can see left column, right column. So this time we have to select 2 columns. We have to add 2 columns. So I'll come over here, click on this plus button and select 2 columns. This one, 2 equal columns. Now at the left hand side, first we have the title, how it works. So we'll use headline option for this and make it how it works. And after that, we want it at left side. So we'll select left side, go to style and make it left. Then we have these icon options. So for this, we'll again go back to elements and search for icon box. Select this one, icon box, drag and drop it below this title. Now just like this, you can go to this option, SVG repo, and download and install, you can create and download these kind of icons. And make sure to change the color to pink. This time we have to change the color to pink color. So what you can do is whatever icon you select, for example, if you want this icon, you can click on edit vector and you can change the color. You can see line color, click on this and you can change this thing to red color, pink color, whatever color you want. And then you can click on export. Okay, so this is how you can change the color. Now, first of all, title here says create an account. So I'll copy this thing, paste this under content and paste this under title, create an account, and this is your content or whatever content you want. Now again, go to style, icon, we want icon on right, select this thing, this is how it will look like. And we want to change the icon, we want to upload our own icon. So we'll click on upload SVG. We already have this thing. This is the one, we'll select this, click on insert media. This is how it will look like. You can see. Now I can simply right click on this and click on duplicate, 2 times right click, duplicate. And now we can save some time. For the second option, it says add listing. So I'll click on the second option and type in add listing, change the icon to some other icon, click on upload SVG and let's select this one. And similarly for the third one as well, you can do that thing. Then at the right hand side, we have this option. You can see this image at the right hand side. Now, if you want to download these kind of images, these kind of illustrations, there is one website wherein you can download these illustrations for free. You can go to undraw.co/illustrations. Okay. And over here, you can search for whatever illustration you want. You can also change the color. For example, if you want red color, just select red color from here. And under search, click on search. And I'll type in women shopping. Okay, now you can see we have so many options related to this women shopping. Whatever option you want, you can just click on this and click on download SVG. And this will be downloaded for you. Once downloaded, you can select this thing at the right hand side. Search for image element and drag and drop at the right hand side, and you can upload this SVG. Let's search for that. Here it is. You can select this, click on select, and you can change the size if you want. First of all, make it full. If you want to change the width, you can control the width from here. If you want to increase or decrease the size of this one. Now click on edit section, edit container. First bring everything in middle. So select this option, align items, center. It will become, or it will bring everything middle. Now columns, if you want some spacing between columns and gaps, you can make some spacing like 20 or 10 pixels, whatever amount you want spacing, you can type in that spacing and this spacing will be added. Then finally under advanced, let's add some spacing at top and bottom. So I'll add 70 pixels at top and also 70 at bottom. Now click on update. And finally we have our last section. This is just a call to action section. So to do this thing or to create this section, I'll come back over here at the bottom. We'll first of all add a single container. Okay. Like this. I'll show you how to create this kind of thing. First add a single container direction down. Now inside this thing, we want to divide this thing into another container. Okay. So what I'll do is, now I'll explain you the reason why I am doing this thing. So to add another container inside this container, you can see at the left hand side, we have container, drag and drop this container. So we have container inside a container. Now again, inside this container as well, we have to add another container. So again, drag and drop the container. Now the inner container, the innermost container, we have to divide this into 2 columns. Okay. And I'll explain you why I'm dividing this into 2 columns. Now, if you want, you can leave it as it is. But if you want, you can divide it in 2 columns. Let's see how that is done. So to divide the innermost container into 2 columns, you can right click on this edit container, innermost option, edit container, and click on add new container. Okay. Now it will come below this thing. So to fix this thing, click on this container. Okay. Edit container and change the direction to horizontal. Now, as you can see, this is how it will look like. Now the left container, click on edit left container and it will be 40 pixels. Or if you want, you can just do it with your mouse. You can change the width to 40 pixels for the left container. All right, like this. And right container will automatically become 60. Now in the left container, we want to add the text and all. But before that, I want this as my background image. So what I'll do is I'll select this. First, we have these 2 columns and these 2 columns or these 2 containers are inside this container. So select this container. Okay. That is the reason why we did all this thing, because we wanted to add this background image. So if you select this thing, edit container, go to style. Now we can add this background image. So let's search for this image. This is the one. Select this image, click on select and change the position to center, display size to cover. This is how it will look like. We also want, you can see the 4 corners, all the 4 corners, they are a little bit rounded. So to do this thing, go to border and under border radius type in 10 pixels. Okay. Now these corners will be rounded. If I show you this thing, all the 4 corners are now rounded. You can also do one thing here. Also, you can go to background overlay and you can add black color overlay like this. You can make it darker or lighter if you want, like this. So this is how you can add your overlay. Then inside this thing, we can add our simple text and also first we have this text. We don't have this thing. We don't have this divider. So we can use the regular heading for this. Okay. This is the one, regular heading. Change the title to join our community. Change the color to white color. So text color, you can change this thing to white color. Then below this thing, we have this text. I'll copy this thing. This is just a simple text. So for this, we'll use text editor. Okay. Just below this thing, change this thing. Again, go to style, change the color to white color. And you can also change, first of all, go to the top option, heading option, join our community. And typography, by default, it is Roboto. We'll change this thing to Poppins. You can also increase or decrease the size. So if you want to increase or decrease the size of this text, you can do it. I'll make it 33 pixels. All right, so 33 pixels. And if you want to make it bolder, lighter, you can do it. Now for the second text, we want to increase the size and also change the style to Poppins. And size will be 20 pixels, right? You can also add some line height if you want. So line height, I'll select EM and type in 1.3 or 1.45, whatever, how much line height you want. Basically, how much space you want between each line. You can add that option or you can add that thing from here. Finally, we have a button which says become a service provider. So first I'll copy the text, become a service provider, come back, search for this button, simple button, drag and drop. Text will be become a service provider and we want this thing to redirect to this page. Okay. Home page or my profile page. So what I'll do is under link, type in my profile and select this thing. It will automatically be redirected to my profile. So once they click on this thing, they will be redirected to basically login register page, or if they have already logged in, they will be redirected to the my profile page. Now go to style, and again for this also typography will be Poppins. Font style basically will be Poppins. Size will make it 16 pixels, make it bolder at 600 semi-bold, and padding will be select padding. First delink padding, click on this link value together, delink it. Now top and bottom it will be 16, and left and right will be 22, and border radius will be 50, so that we can make this thing circular, rounded. And finally color, we can select some red color from here, okay, like this. And finally for some spacing, again we'll click on this edit container wherein we added this background image, go to advanced, and now we can add some padding from all sides. So in this case, let's add a padding of 50 or 55 pixels from all sides, like this. And finally for section, I don't think, yeah, we can add some spacing for section as well. Here as you can see, we have some spacing at top and bottom. So maybe for section, we'll click on edit section or edit container, go to advanced, and padding top and bottom, top will be 70 and bottom will be 10. Click on update. And with this, you have completed your home page. Now, whenever you create your home page or whatever page using Elementor, you should always see how this page is looking on different devices, like on mobile phone and tablet. So if you want to see that thing, you can click on this icon at bottom left, responsive mode, and click on this mobile icon. Now, as you can see in mobile phone, this is how it is looking. You can fix this thing. So this is how it is looking. If you see any problem in this, you can click on navigator, click on first container, delink this padding. Maybe let's add 10 pixels padding from, not from all sides. Let me remove all these sides, only from right. Okay, so padding right 10 pixels. Now as you can see, this is looking better. If you scroll down, this is your next section. Then if you scroll down, all these sections will look pretty good. No need to do any changes. Only if you want some changes over here, I'll select this thing, bring everything in center. Maybe for mobile phone, this text is pretty big. So I'll select this thing and change this text size. Okay. Rest everything is fine. Click on update. Similarly, you can click on tablet and you can see how your website looks in tablet, and you can fix this thing. Now if you want to learn more about designing a website using Elementor, there is a different tutorial wherein I have focused only on that, designing website using Elementor. You can watch that tutorial to learn more about Elementor and how to do many complex and advanced designing. So if you go to YouTube and if you search for Nearshake Elementor and whatever year it is, so if it is 2024, type in 2024. If it is 2026, type in 2026, and you will see the latest video, how to create a WordPress website for free, WordPress Designing Masterclass 2024. Watch this video. I have explained in complete detail how to design a beautiful website using Elementor, including header, footer, different pages and all. Okay, so if you want to learn more about designing, watch that video. Now, once you do this thing, once you have completed the homepage, come back to your dashboard. So let's come back to the dashboard. Now let's fix our menu. We have a basic menu for now, just the homepage link. If you want to add more links over here, you can do this thing. Under appearance, click on menus. And if you want to add more links under this, you can just add those links. For example, if you want to add, let's say, any links over here, you can do that. Maybe in this case, what we can do is we can click on screen options and we can select service categories. We can add our categories links, tick mark service categories, and here you will get links for these different service categories. You can click on add to menu and click on save menu. Now again, if you come back over here, refresh it, you'll get these service categories over here. Okay, most of the links we don't need to add because it will be available over here. Dashboard link, homepage link, review link, add listing page link, all these links are available, or pages are available over here. Similarly, this is your header. Now let's fix the footer. In footer also, if you see over here in the demo website, we have two simple menus for footer like these. So if you want to create these kind of menus, you can click on this link, create a new menu, and you can name it anything. I'll name it footer 1. Click on create menu. Now I'll add 2-3 links over here, like all listing, bookings, and dashboard. Okay. these 3 links. Dashboard at top, click on save menu. This is footer 1. No need to tick mark anything at the bottom. Click on create a new menu for another menu. Let's name it footer 2. And over here you can add like these my profiles, bookmarks, add listing. Okay, so add listing, bookmarks, calendar view, okay, my profile, okay, these kind of things. Now click on save menu. Once you do this thing, if you again come back over here, refresh it, it will not start displaying over here. You'll have to fix this thing. So to fix this thing, you will, under appearance, you'll click on widgets. And over here, you will see this thing, footer 1. Okay, footer first column, click on edit. First of all, instead of this image, if you want to display your logo, you can click on edit and you can replace it with your logo, or you can just delete it from here. Click on this remove thing and click on add menu, and whatever your logo is, you can upload your logo. For example, if this is your logo, select this, click on insert into post, and it will be inserted. Okay, just like this. So if this is your logo, you can do it like this. You can change the size, click on save. Niche at the bottom, you can see this text. If you want to change this text, obviously you can do that. Now under footer 2, you can see we have this menu. Under select menu, you can select footer 1, click on save. Under navigation 2, you can select footer 2 and click on save. Okay. Now for footer column 3, we have the contact us. Instead of these numbers, these email addresses, you can add your address, your phone number. So just type in your phone number and just type in your email address over here and click on save. Again, if you come back, refresh it, now you can see logo, menu, everything is now changed for you. So this is how it is done. Now the bottom all right reserved, and these links, we'll see how to change this thing as well. In fact, let's do that now. And this logo also at top, click on customize. Now over here, we will click on this general option. In fact, first we'll click on site identity. If you want to replace this Listeo logo with something else, click on change logo and just select that logo. For example, again, if you want this as your logo, click on choose file and you can set, also need to change the transparent logo. I'm just showing, obviously, if you want, you can have a different image. This is not a proper logo or anything. But if you want this logo or any other logo, you can select this thing and click on choose file. And once it is done, you can also select how much width and max height you want for this logo. You can change that thing. Okay. Click on publish, come back. Now for footer, click on footer options. And over here, you can change your copyright, all right reserved. I can add like 2024, all right reserved, and website name. Okay. Like this. So that will be your footer at the bottom, as you can see. And if you want to change links for Twitter, LinkedIn, all these things, you can click on icon 1, add your Twitter link, icon 2, add your LinkedIn or whatever link you want. You can select that and click on publish. Again, come back and rest everything is fine. One more thing, typography, select typography. By default typography, we want Poppins. So just change the font family to Poppins. Wherever you see font family, change that thing to Poppins. Menu also we want Poppins. All right. Now click on publish. And finally, we have some theme settings. Let's see that. Click on Listeo. We have seen most of the important settings, but if something is left, you can click on Listeo core. And clock format, if you want 12 hour, 24 hours format. Commission rate we have seen, currency we have seen, currency position before or after, you can select this thing. And then map setting, we are not using map very much. Submit listing also we have seen. We want only service. And package we are not using, so we'll replace this thing or we'll just skip this thing. Yes, pages also we have seen. In fact, everything we have seen, most of the settings we have seen already. And no need to do any changes under Stripe or PayPal. You can just leave it as it is. All right. And with this, we have finally completed this tutorial. I hope you guys find this video helpful. If you find this video helpful, if you want to watch more useful videos like this one, make sure to subscribe and click on the bell icon. If you like this video, give a thumbs up to this video, share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, whatever social media platform you use. And throughout the video, if you have any doubts, any comments, any suggestions for me, you can always leave them in the comments section below. And finally, thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next one.